As I'm sure you know, no car is complete without some certain essential items. You know, the ones that'll make your day driving around all the more safe and convenient. And the best part is most of these items you probably already have lying around the house somewhere. And one of them could save your life if you end up in a crash. Here are 10 things that every guy should keep in their car. Are you ready? Because I am. Let's go. Apart from its obvious use of telling ghost stories and making shadow puppets, yes, a flashlight could be the difference between getting stranded in the middle of nowhere and cruising back home safe and sound. Imagine this, your car's broken down on the side of the road, and your phone's dead, it's just past midnight, and you build up the courage because your middle name's Danger, and you pop the hood to realize that you can't see what you need to fix because you have no light. Yeah, I think we've all been there. And that's where a flashlight comes in super handy. And whether it's a problem under the hood or a dent in your drivetrain, if that's really even a thing, being able to see is pretty handy. And if you're looking for the right flashlight, you know, the ideal one, you'll want one that's high powered, that's waterproofed, and compact. So check out these sweet flashlights from Hoxita that you can even recharge in your car. And guess what, guys? I've linked to them down in the description along with everything else on this list. Now, this next item will also help you light the way, and it will also help make sure that your phone doesn't die before you open that last Snapchat or that last swipe to the right or left. Anyway, speaking of things that you definitely need in your car, every guy should have a phone charger in their car. And I personally like to keep not one, but two in my car. For that inevitable time that YouTube girlfriend wants to ride with me, and both of our phones are on low battery, it works out real nice. And it kind of goes without saying that it is very important to keep your phone charged in case you run into some situation where you're either lost or in danger, or you end up in some unrecognizable back road and you just want to know where the hell you are. Plus, I've had friends that have gotten into an accident and they can't get out of their car. So having a charged up cell phone can actually save your life. Seriously, these things have saved me so much hassle and time trying to find a place to charge my phone when I'm on the go. It's paid for itself time and time again. And personally, I use the Anker Power Core, which it's only 20 bucks and could literally save your life. And the next item on this list is small enough to fit in your pocket, and it's something that most of you guys already own. I know you guys probably have at least 10 or so pens stuck under your floor mats, but having a pen or pencil readily available is extremely useful. Trust me. What if you gotta write down some important information in a pinch? Your pen is your friend. Yes, I know a lot of us are screenagers. Well, I'm a little old to be a screenager.
Okay, boomer.
But what if you gotta take down your friend's address, a location of a long lost treasure trove, or just a beautiful woman's phone number? Seriously, what's that gonna look like if she gives you her digits and then all of a sudden it takes you a half an hour sifting through all the nooks and crannies of your car looking for that pen? It's not a good first impression, and I bet she's probably gonna lose interest. So get yourself a pen, a pencil, or a quill and ink. It may seem old school, but it'll come in handy, I promise. And you better jump on the opportunity to buy this next item. If you don't already have one, that is, because sooner than later, you're gonna need it. There are a lot of heroes out there that don't wear capes that get overlooked every single day. But one of the greatest heroes that we very seldom ever think about is Mr. Jumper Cables. Ever heard of him? I didn't think so. Oh, you have. See, Mr. Jumper Cables has been saving dying batteries all over the world for decades. And it's one of those things that you just don't think about until you actually need it. And speaking from personal experience, it's one of the most rewarding things to jump someone else's car. You literally will make their day. So get yourself a pair of jumper cables and just keep them in your car, because you'll be doing a service to society and yourself. And something I've found extremely useful is I've also gotten myself the Jump Starter Pack. And they're fairly affordable, like the one that I got for a little over 70 bucks. And they can help you or someone else get out of a very sticky situation. And that's just another crisis averted by Mr. Jumper Cables. And while we're at it, let's talk about that honorable mention, which is this Ideal R34 shirt, one of our best sellers. Go snag it up here. Yeah, you don't have to keep it in your car, and I hope you do wash it, but it's definitely something every car guy should have. Just like this next item that will save your ship when your batteries die and your technology fails. Sometimes it's just better to go old school. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why the hell would you want one of those old, dusty, flimsy paper maps?
I'm the map!
I have my GPS that'll take me anywhere I need to go. Well, believe it or not, there are actually roads in this world that aren't on your GPS. And I'm not talking about some foreign country like Sri Lanka or Papua New Guinea. Yes, believe it or not, these roads are right here in the grand old USA. And if that worries you, I have some even more bad news. Many GPS systems have batteries, and those batteries can die. Pull out that paper map out of the glove box and get to where you're going. Easy peasy. Rand McNally makes great road atlases that have every road in the USA mapped out for you. And I'm not gonna lie, they're actually pretty fun to just look at. So they're entertaining and useful. Plus they might actually be at Antique one day. So get a paper map. And this next item on this list is gonna be essential if you do end up getting lost. It could end up saving your life or saving your romantic evening. The blanket, believe it or not, is essential for any guy's car. Maybe it leads to the perfect picnic, or maybe it could end up saving your life. What if you're out on a road trip somewhere and you get trapped in the snow and you end up having to spend the night in your car that's sub-zero temperatures? Believe me, you're gonna be extremely glad you have a blanket. And maybe you're saying, hey, Brad, I live in Southern California. When am I ever gonna be in that situation? Well, you probably won't be, but blankets have other use cases as well. You can use them for picnics, prop them up with sticks to create some sort of sunshade, MacGyver it, baby. Or even use them on your Tinder date to feel a little bit cozier at the drive-in movie theater. Because you never know when that impromptu beach day or romantic picnic might happen. So be prepared, get a blanket. And the next item will help you get out of a very sticky situation. And it's only an ATM away. I get it, you're a millennial. Who the hell carries cash anymore? I mean, why would you? It's easily lost or stolen. It takes up all the space in your pocket that the lint doesn't. Wait, mine just has lint. I want some cash. And you're not earning any airline miles when you pay your bartender with an Andrew Jackson. But there are places all throughout the USA that still don't accept credit or debit cards. So stay on the safe side, keep some cash in your car. I'm not talking Scarface size stacks of $100 bills, although that would certainly impress your date. I'm talking 20 to 50 bucks that could help you out in a situation where you really need to make a purchase, but you can't use a card. And next on the list is a specialty item that's engineered to save your life if you get in a crash. Everyone, and I mean everyone, should have a LIFEHAMMER in their car. Yes, for less money than you probably spend at Shake Shack. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Joe, in the back. You could buy a tool that could be the difference between life and death if you get into an accident. The LIFEHAMMER was built to easily breathe through car windows if you can't open your door in an accident. It's also got a seatbelt cutter, which is really handy if you have submechanophobia, the fear of drowning in your car. And it comes with an easy to access mount that makes it readily available if you have little space to move and you're pressed for time. And if you're still here and you're new, hit that subscribe button, because most of the items on this list so far have been more for convenience than actually protecting your life in an accident. But I can't stress enough how great of an investment this is for your safety, and it's just 15 bucks. So do the responsible thing and get one of these and keep it in your car. Here's another item that could save your life if you get into a really tough situation. Or it could just save you from getting the stomach rumbles on a really long car ride. Food, water, snacks, man. It's always better to be safe than sorry when it comes to your stomach. No one, and I mean no one, wants to be driving hour upon hour with an empty stomach. Those long stretches of country road without a convenience store can be absolutely devastating if you got nothing to munch on. And make sure you bring some water with you. I personally like to bring those big gallon jugs that they sell at pretty much every convenience store. They're usually like $1 and will last you at least a few trips. Plus, you can refill them and never go thirsty again. Although, I wouldn't drink this next item, but I definitely would give a few sips to my car. One of the worst possible things you can do to your car is drive it with old, funky motor oil. Or even worse, without any motor oil at all. That's why we think every guy should keep a few extra bottles of motor oil, coolant, power steering fluid, and brake fluid in their car at all times. Yeah, it may sound like a lot, but if you care about your car, you gotta take care of it and give it what it wants. Driving with old motor oil can seriously screw things up in your engine. And that leads to you paying a big old repair bill to fix it. Not good. It's way better to spend that cash on some extra fluids and keep your car in tip-top shape. And again, everything that I've mentioned is linked down in the description, so go check them out. And if there's any items that we missed that every car guy should have in their car, let us know down in the comments. Also, if you're new here, my name is Brad Danger. This is Ideal. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, because we got a whole bunch more content coming at you. Oh, and as always, keep living the ideal lifestyle.